I think I'll just upload it as highlights, which I think I said I was going to do before. So let's stick the cam gear behind. I know you're probably looking at this thing like, what the frig are you doing sticking all this stuff together? This is because, like, and it might look like I'm doing it a little bit more naturally, and it does guide you quite a bit, which helps, which definitely helps. Because if you've seen me play Car Mechanic Simulator, my god, I have no idea what I'm doing in that game, but I want to keep going with that series, because I want to just go and put together a car, which this game does, but there's a little bit too much guidance, you know? I feel like I need to try to put together a real car, whether I succeed or fail. The action of doing it, I think, will be worth the time I spend doing it. So what we're going to do now is stick on the fuel rail, which I believe helps deliver the fuel to the, or no, I think the fuel rail. Let me see where the wires connect, and we'll learn this together. Every little bit of, do I not have to screw that on? Okay, I don't have to screw the car. It's good. Let's stick on the ignition coil. This you don't have to screw, you have to screw on, rather. I was going to say don't have to, and then the screws popped up, and now I'm pretending I was going to say one thing, but in fact decided to point another. This is just really nice. Like, no one might really watch this, or no one might really enjoy this. I hope you are enjoying this if you're watching. It's kind of methodical if you just want to relax and just watch a little bit of car building. This is what I do in my spare time. So it looks like, it appears, you might want to look into this. Let's see. Okay, so the ignition wires. Ah, okay, I get this. So the ignition, what is it called? The ignition coil makes the pistons work. It's probably like a little computer that makes it work make sure it's going at the right speeds or whatever. And the fuel rail has to take fuel from the fuel filter maybe and put it into the cylinders, because you know the cylinders put the gas in, and then combustion occurs because of the piston, and then it blows the exhaust gases out of the other side, which is right. I pointed with my finger, but that doesn't work, which is right here. There's a pointer in the game, and I'm not even using it. And then, of course, as you know, the exhaust goes out that way. So hopefully, if you're not a car person, or if you are a car person and you don't know the mechanics of cars, which I wouldn't blame you, because I didn't know for the majority of my life. I mean, how are you supposed to learn this stuff? I'm sure people told me, but I forgot very, very easily, very quickly. So this game really helps reinforce my knowledge of vehicles. Like, it's just, it's. Of course, it's not to the level of detail that it would be in real life if you were actually working on a car. Like, there's a lot more that goes into building a real car, a lot more considerations you have. And of course, it's not going to guide you, and it's going to take way longer to screw each individual nail. You know all this stuff. So let's just screw in the engine head cover, I believe this is called. Let me double check that. There we go. Engine head cover. Wow, I actually got that. I don't know how I got that. So, let's go lift the car up. I probably forgot something, but that's okay. We'll check our inventory and see what else we have left on. The nice thing about this game is it doesn't just let you put things on and then all of a sudden you have parts left over and it's like, oh my god, you know, what am I going to do about this? Why can't I? Oh no. Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah. Okay, you got to switch to different modes. This gives me a good opportunity to speak about also mufflers, not nearly as easy to put on. I've heard it's one of the hardest things, one of the harder things to do correctly on a car. Oh, we may as well take this opportunity to just put the bottom end of the engine together. So it's just a little bit of trial and error when it's your first time, and not letting yourself get overwhelmed. So if you want to play this game and try to relax to the level I do, the relaxation has to come from the figuring it out. So you have to know you're going to run into troubles or feel like you have too much on your plate, and just taking that feeling, directing it towards just slowly solving the problem. It's like a puzzle. You can't just like freak out when you're solving a puzzle. Like you slowly take care of it. If you want to successfully take care of it, you just take your time, right? I felt like this would be a nice way to wind down, and it really is. I'm feeling a lot better. I was not feeling inspired today, but it's the only opportunity I had to record. So I think Colony Survival, and well, I recorded with Yoram earlier today. I recorded Next Day Survival. That's going to be really exciting. I can't wait till that comes out. We're just kind of recording step by step. I was fairly quiet during the whole thing, but I was just kind of almost being guided by him, because he knew what was going on, and I was like completely lost. Why do I have so many parts? This seems very important. Serpentine belt A, and then again, I think these are just parts from a previous job I was doing. Let's see. Let's stick the parts on it and hope. Oh no, I see a belt missing. I see a belt missing here. Unless I'm just looking at it wrong. I think I might be confusing myself by having parts from a previous job. Never do that, by the way. Yeah. Okay, so there's something missing over here. What do we need to stick on? Oh, because we're not in build mode. It doesn't show us. Yes. And we gotta go put that, I believe it's called whatever's on the gas tank there. Man, I am just not good with these names yet, but that's okay. We can learn together, right? So we need to go put the fuel pump. Yes, fuel pump. Okay. I mean, the fuel's got to get from the back to the front somehow, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to screw this on and prepare, finish the job, and watch that money roll in. Car status. So you go into... Oops. No, I don't want to take apart the interiors. You can also customize cars in this. The cars you buy, of course, right? So normal mode, car status, and finish order. We get $1,200 for that. That was a half-completed job. So let's start right from scratch and put this what looks to be a Renault Clio that had a really good time with a Subaru and produced this. So that's what I'm gonna say this is. Let's just stick it right onto the thing, not even look. Perfect. Look at that. Orders. Let's call in something new, something nice and cool. I think we'll just... I like muffler and work, but... Oh, I like to show off this, if this is not... What's wrong with this car? Let's see. Steering, tie rod, sway bar, outer tie rod, suspension. Ooh, okay, we gotta work on suspension, but it's not quite the suspension I wanted to show you. I'm sure, if you're interested, I'll show you the suspension work, because you get to use this machine, which is simple and easy to use, but it's really cool. That they let you do it. At least that. Oh, we gotta take the job through this menu. So, what car do we like the look of? Oh, this is very close to the car that I bought. So let's just take this because it's a nice, simple exhaust job. Should be nice and quick. So let's see what's wrong with you, eh? Let's take a look into you. We got steering rack, tie rod, sway bar, tie rod. So I'll show you where that stuff is. Oh, and while we're at it, we should... Oh, we already sold all that stuff. Or we just stuck it on because I was... Oh, yeah, the engine's in the back in this one. Okay, that's really cool. So look at all this stuff we gotta take apart, eh? So I'm pretty sure the front steering knuckle was an issue. It looks like... sure looks like it's gonna be an issue. I guess this goes through, like, inspection before? Yeah, steering knuckle A. So, yeah, that's definitely one of the ones we gotta take. So let's take these tires off. A lot faster than you can take them off in real life, but could you imagine if you simulated the real life time it took to take off tires and had to do 4 of them? I had to do... Wow, it took enough time for me to change the 4 tires on my own car, let alone do it in a game over and over and over again. Perfect. So we gotta take off this little bearing here first. Right, rip that right off. Alright, and you come off. And then we gotta get to this steering knuckle here. So you can see, you highlight the part. I don't think I ever told this before. You highlight the part, and the parts you need to take off are highlighted in red. Nice and simple. It makes your job a lot easier. I think there is probably a way to make it harder if you don't want to have the guidance, which I think, if you want to do, please do it. I think that would be awesome. I should do that myself, really. And I should just upload an episode or a series. Oh, you know what? That's what I should do with this. Maybe we should make it harder for myself, and then pick a mission where it doesn't tell us what's wrong with the car. Oh man, that would be really cool, wouldn't it? And then we try to figure out what's wrong from there. So we got to get this whole steering rack thing out. So let's just rip these all off and breaking my star pattern rule. I always try to do a star pattern. Makes it a little bit easier. If you're curious about that, just type in like star pattern tire changing, and we can run you through the reasons as to why and all that stuff. I'm sure there's someone else out there that explains it. Hold on. Definitely there's someone out there that's explained the situation better than I have. So I think this shock absorber cap is a problem. Look at that. Christ, eh? So we got to... I was about to open the hood. You don't have to do that in this car. You just take it apart. I was applying real life rules to this. You do not have to take... There we go. So let's take a look at these parts. I don't think the other one is an issue. Let's take a look at that. No, it's fine. Okay. This car... in real life, what it's modeled after, what it looks similar to, is actually a famous rally car. I think it's the one.